Hey everyone, sorry it's been a minute since my last video. Have been just busy, so no other reason than that. It's kind of crazy. When you become an adult, you have responsibilities, I guess. So anyway, I hope you guys have been doing well. Want to finish up just talking about some other cool things I've just been working on and kind of thinking of and playing on, as well as just want to give you a shout, let you know I'm not abandoning the channel again. But we've been talking about playing outside the blues, right? And kind of playing outside the minor pentatonic scale. And so we talked about both the altered scale for altered chords, also great going from 1 to the 4 in a blues, as well as talked about our half whole diminished scale. Right? That being a great kind of standalone thing, as well as going from the 5 back to 1. You know, cool stuff there. So both great scales. The other scale that I use a lot, especially over the 4 chord in a blues, is going to be Lydian dominant. So I have, I can tell you the scale really quickly. We'll go over that, and then I'll give you a cool lick that I stole from Robin Ford. I have one of his songs that I love. So Lydian dominant, for those of you that have messed around with modes whatsoever, dominant should make your brain kind of think of the flat 7, right? We talk about dominant chords, you know, having a flat 7 in them. So it does have a flat 7 in it. Lydian, if you know anything about your modes, has a sharp 4. So this scale is going to sound like this. And if you don't know that, it's totally fine. We can kind of break that down, but I'm going to be in G again. It's kind of cool. It starts off with a series of whole tones, starts off with a series of whole steps. I was going to say it's kind of similar to almost the whole tone scale, which is another cool scale. So just to give you those notes, it's G, A, B, C sharp, that's our sharp 4. We go to D, E, F, and G. So for the numbers of people out there, root, second, third, sharp 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1. So it's not super outside. It's kind of similar to our mixed Lydian scale, just adding that sharp 4, which just enough out, right? So you can think of it as kind of like a flat 5. If you want to, kind of gives you the blue note, if you want to think of it that way, all that kind of stuff, right? So there's a million different ways to think of it. What I think of it as, and this may be, you know, a little out there or whatever for some people, but I'm often trying to superimpose other triads or other chords on top of chords to give certain sounds. And so inside of Robin Ford's song, Ain't Got Nothing But the Blues, really, really great tune. If you haven't heard it, he plays it in B flat, but he plays over this chord, which is a right, plays over this thing. So anyway, so talking about that scale, without going off on a tangent here, the Lydian dominant scale, really, really useful over the 4 chord in a blues. So it's really useful as well if you see something with a sharp 11 in it, sharp 11. So I think of, you know, think of several things when I play this, but 13 sharp 11 chord. So it'd be like a G. Sharp 11, 13. It's an interesting chord there. So I'm taking that out of G sharp 11, 13, I should say. Taking this out of Robin Ford's song, Ain't Got Nothing But the Blues. He plays this lick. And so I think of this almost like superimposing a flat 7 arpeggio on top of, that's a whole step on top of the chord. So let me decode that for you. So we're in G, right? G sharp 11, 13. G, interesting chord, right? A little crunchy. It'll also work over this for my 4 chord, right? And a D blues. Also work over there. So I'm gonna go up a whole step from here. So G chord, right? I'm gonna go up to A. I'm gonna play almost like an A7 arpeggio. There's a little chromaticism there. So I play that over that chord, right? And there's like a whole, just a whole step above it. You get that nice C sharp in there, that sharp 4, sharp 11, right? Get the nice 13 in there as well, right? And you get that 9, right? So it just kind of adds a lot of these extensions into it. So I like that quite a bit. I play that a lot, right? And kind of even go up to the 9 there. So it sounds like this, right? If I'm in a D blues. Right, so on and so forth. So it's kind of a cool lick to throw in on top of that. Whatever, right? So it's a cool lick, lets you resolve to the 3rd and back to that 1 chord really, really easily as well. It's a nice shape that you should be familiar with, so I'm thinking of it kind of like the shape off of this triad, right? Play it slow one more time. Playing that 9th up there too, but. So that's just something I kind of took from Robin Ford, fragmented it, kind of morphed it into my own playing. And so when I start playing, if I'm playing a blues and I'm going to the 4 chord, that's something I'll use quite a bit. Probably need to stop playing it as much as I do, but I really like that lick. Robin plays it, and that's Ain't Got Nothing But the Blues. Right, it's kind of a cool, like a whole like crazy lick that he plays over this C. It's like a C7 sharp 11 13. So I just put it in G there, right? But I'm thinking of it when I go to the 4 chord. I'm thinking play a whole step up, so play the 5 essentially, right? And then add the 9th on top, right? And that gives me the root, the 9th, the sharp 11, the 13, root again, and then the 3rd of the 4 chord, right? So hopefully that makes sense. But Lydian dominant's in like the 3rd kind of main outside sound that I use. Appreciate you guys sticking with me. Listen to some videos, listen to me talk and ramble. I want to do a video. I don't know if you guys would be interested in hearing about my Telecaster. I don't have super fancy setup or super fancy rig or anything anymore. I've really tried to dial back the amount of pedals and gear that I take with me to gigs. It just wanted to focus more on the playing this year. So I'm trying to kind of share my love for the guitar, but also give you guys some cool insights as well as track my own progress selfishly. So anyway, I'll come at you with another video here soon. Talk to you guys later.